Okay, the Canadian dollar looks like it's stuffed. There's been a strong reversal today in all of the Canadian dollar pairs. That talk yesterday about it possibly extending further did not materialize in the lower time frames. There were enough sell signals here. And it's a three-wave move only, which is all that's required. I've been over this a few times. What we need to see is simply a five-wave correction. The odds at this stage hold that the trend line doesn't hold, but let's see what happens. We need a five-wave decline, small correction, and another sell, similar to this three-wave move. Looking at the other Canadian pairs, New Zealand Canadian well, there's a long time to go till the daily closes, but that's looking awful. I went over this on the weekend video. This is a five-wave decline. And from that, we've had a simple three-wave correction. And breaking of trend here will suggest that the high is in as well. So see how that develops. Canadian dollar too, although I feel that it started more as a three-wave move. I'm bearish on this here, and let's see what happens. There's a trend line coming in. So I can't say too much beyond that, but I'm holding it bearish as such. And Euro Canadian too has had a very strong decline. Very small retracement, however, three waves as well. And from the high, it didn't even make a 38% retracement, not quite. But if we break the low and it prints a five-wave decline, that's more than enough. It's looking good to do that. It just needs a little more development. So at the moment, all of the Canadian pairs look like they are in trouble. Or if you're bearish, it looks like the good days are coming. Okay, Euro New Zealand, with the news last night, the Reserve Bank of New Zealand news, this sold off quite hard. It did break the trend line, but what I wanted to say about this is that on the 1 hour time frame, there was no no buy opportunity because there was no corrective process out of the advance. So it's a pity, but it didn't hold the move, and it's still looking like it's going to turn sometime soon on the next low. I'm working the idea that the price gap will be filled at some stage, so I'll see how this develops. There's still a lot of divergence coming in, so I'm keeping in mind a reversal somewhere in following the next low, most likely into the 200s probably. I mean, the reversal area on my chart comes in, sorry, the price gap area comes in around 240 or so, 250. So a bit lower, 100 points down from here, but let's see what develops with divergence. Aussie New Zealand 2 sold off. This is looking pretty bearish here as well. The idea hasn't changed. This may look better as a different count. This count is kind of rubbish, honestly. I mean, it may look better as something like if you consider it a five-wave move, even. Like, for example, leading diagonal, five waves here, and then see a larger wave 4 and another decline. The idea hasn't changed overall for a move beneath 102.40 for wave Z. That seems to be the preferred move view overall at the moment on the weekly and monthly time frames. It's looking like we're going to get one more low. But so long as this holds, the bullish view holds as well for an ultimate move above 115. Okay, let me just see that. I mean, the Canadian dollar pairs are the big deal here. No real development today on the yen pairs, but this looks like a three-wave move here. So I still like the idea towards 113 and Euro Yen as well. While the trend line's not so important here, but it's again not declining impulsively, so it's looking like we have another leg up here as well. And Euro US dollar has not done anything at all. I'm not bearish on this, I'm just looking for sells in a correction until it ends. It seems like the correction is not over yet. And what I wanted to say about gold is that it looks like gold could be a decent move up. If those yen pairs end up reversing and taking on a bearish swing again, I do like the idea that this is going to look up. I mean, it is in an uptrend. It's overlapping, but it can turn here. I mean, the current decline looks like it is 3 waves on gold from the high back in, when was that, early June? So if it can get a base in here, into trend or above trend line, it looks like it has a chance to move up overall. So I'll be watching this over the coming days to see if we can find a low in gold, because I like the idea that although it's been kind of overlapping, it is trending up, and see if we can get a strong, maybe a bit of a surprise breakout to the upside here. Okay, I'll leave it there. The big deal are the Canadian pairs. All right, bye-bye.